Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video on how I do a hard gel overlay on natural nails. This video will be featuring products mostly from Elegance, which I have found that I've been loving so much lately. I've actually been loving doing hard gel or builder gel nails in general so much. So this is featuring one of probably their most popular gels, which I've been eyeballing for years, literally, Diamond. And look how pretty that is. It's not too silver, it's not too white. It literally gives you like diamond vibes. So I'll be using the Flawless Sculpting Brush from Magic Gel Systems. I've loved this brush. It's the size 7 so much. I will put the link to it below. It is amazing, especially I use it for like building the nail, not for the glitter gels. I have separate ones from Alpha brushes for that. So I'm using the Cover Pink 1-Step, the Diamond Glitter Gel, the Extreme Gel, and this is in there clear. So I have prepped the nail, I've pushed the cuticle area back, the epinicium technically, and I have used a cuticle bit to get the cuticle off the nail plate and then etched the nail plate so we had some texture. And then as you see, I was cleansing any of the remaining particles with alcohol and a nail brush. I'm applying 2 coats of the Bondi dehydrator. I'm applying the Vita Prime primer from Elegance, and they recommend just 1 drop to disperse across the nail. That 1 drop didn't go the entirety of my nail. If you're doing a fill or you had a tip, it would have probably went far enough. So I went ahead and did like another drop just so I can, get it across the complete nail, but do not brush it on like polish or anything like that. Just drop, not too saturated of a drop, and watch it just flow out. So then I'm using Elegance's tack and making sure I get that on the entirety of a nail. And this is okay for you to brush like you would polish, and then go ahead and cure. And I believe you're going to want to cure for 30 seconds for that in LED. So I'm taking the Cover Pink 1-Step, and I'm using this as kind of like a base. And you see how close I'm getting to the cuticle area. You don't want to apply it too thick. We're not really trying to build. When you're doing a natural nail overlay, especially at this length, you don't have to worry about your nails being too thick, because they're very short, they're very easy to manage, so you're not going to hit them as much. So the chances of them, having many breaks or anything like that is very slim. So try making sure that you debulk the nails as much as possible. So we start off with a very thin base. And now I'm going to do kind of like a slip layer if you're familiar with gels, except I'm doing the slip layer with glitter. So I'm just applying the gel where I want it to be in relation to the cuticle area and near the sidewalls. Then you see I'm going back in and kind of building that gel up a little bit and getting the glitter concentrated where it needs to be. And this is kind of creating a guideline of how far I want the glitter to go. As long as you don't put too much product on the nail, the gel generally won't go outside of those guidelines. So you see it won't like flood into my cuticles or sidewalls, because I created that boundary first and kind of applied it like you would regular polish, just brushed it on, and then went in and floated the product, and then I cured it. So I'm going to take a very small bead of the clear extreme gel and kind of encapsulate it. You don't have to worry about really damaging the glitter too much, especially this color. If you file into it, it's not really gonna hurt it, but I just want to make sure we got a nice little apex where it's supposed to go, and that we also are protecting the glitter. Since gel self levels so much, you don't have that much filing to do. So just a nice thin layer of clear should be good, because it's going to self level, so you don't have to worry about filing into it, because the shape of the surface will be pretty good. So this is what we got now. And I'm just again showing you how beautiful this color is. It's probably again one of their most popular colors. I should have gotten this 2-3 years ago when I first ever seen it. So I'm late to the game. And I've just been loving builder gels and hard gels so much so lately. I'm like reevaluating everything with acrylic. So you can see I'm shaping the nail, and I'm bringing the sidewall area in because I want a more like oval shape. It's pretty short, so it'd be hard to do like an almond type shape without it looking too silly. I have nail beds that kind of flare out on the side, so I always find that I do myself a disservice if I don't shape it some type of rounded type shape. So I'm taking this cross-cut bit. So I love this bit for this specific finish filing this specific application because one, gel is easier to file. It's like a softer product. So we don't want to use a carbide bit, which will just eat it up so fast. So a bit like this gently takes down the product instead of cutting it away. So I'm going over the product, and you can see that I have areas that are still shiny, which means that those areas are still like depressed. They're lower because we haven't been able to hit them because the bit is straight. I know it looks round, but it's a straight surface that is in contact with your nail. So if it's still shiny and you went over that area, that means that it's lower into the nail. So I just go until all those areas are touched and I can feel with my finger that it is smooth and there's no lumps. So once you can see it's completely has that buff look, then I know, okay, it's all one level, if that makes any sense. And that's my little tip on how I get nails, how I know I'm getting them a smooth surface. So I mean, it's a glitter nail, so you're not gonna be able to tell dents and divots as much, but I just wanted to add that tidbit in there. So I'm using the protein bond to go around the cuticle area of the nail, and I'm using the Opre top coat as my top coat. I use the protein bond because I find that some top coats will pull away from the cuticle area and kind of the side walls. I don't know why that is, but I would spend so much time trying to make sure it stayed near the cuticle area. I had like a click in my brain like, oh yeah, you can use protein bond as a means of adherence between acrylic and gel. So just keep that in mind. It makes my job so much easier. I don't have to worry about going over and over and over and over. So once I apply top coat, cure, and that's it. I don't cure the protein bond in between. I just let it air dry. It's real fast. I just apply it, 10 seconds later go in. And you could do that before your gel color top coat to apply the protein bond, especially around the tip if you don't want chipping. YoungNails will tell you that too, so it's not no secret. But anyways, this is the finished look. I don't know if I mentioned, I had questions on Instagram about how I got such a clean look with the product, and this is how, without it looking all bulky and stuff. So if I taught you anything, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If I haven't, you just enjoyed it, thumbs up. Subscribe either way, and leave any comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.